Try that again, and voila. Hi, everybody. My name is Mariah Brown, and I have the honored privilege to have a screaming child in the background. Yes, I'm a mom, and I get to facilitate today's call. So this is what we call the Take Healthy Back call. Did you know that we are the most overfed and undernourished nation? We don't have a vitamin deficiency. We actually have a whole food deficiency. And we, on this call in particular, are moms on a mission. Everybody hears of obesity epidemics and autoimmune disorders. And even in our children are having high cholesterol and diabetes. And I don't mean to start on a negative. But what I know is there are solutions. The other piece that we like to address is there are many moms in particular that feel a sense of loneliness. We're starving for like-minded community. And we really want to take control of not only our family's health, but also our own well-being. And how do we even know what to put in our family's bodies these days? It becomes a little convoluted. There's rows and rows of supplements, and do they even get into the bloodstream? And is there any research behind them? And how do we reach out and find like-minded moms so that we can feel supported in true non-competitive community? So this right here is all real moms. This call is very organic. It's just real people sharing, being themselves, sharing their own experience. And we're hopefully going to help you understand a little bit more about what nutritional programs are available through this company, a little bit about the business model, and a little bit about the company, so that we can start out by taking care of ourselves. Then that way we can reach out and take care of our families. And then once our families are taken care of, hopefully we can be that strong family that reaches out and takes care of the community. So like I said, I'm Mariah Brown. I'm a certified nurse midwife, finished my training in 2007 at Yale University. Right around the same time I was introduced to this mission, it made perfect sense to me, and I've never looked back. It has made a world of difference in the health of all of our members in our family. I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 10-month-old. This nutritional foundation helped me use food as medicine for all 3 of my pregnancies. I did not take vitamins except for vitamin D, as in dog, but that's not a vitamin, it's a hormone. And my husband, through the Ironman and then the Shred 10 program, transformed my existence in long-standing neck pain from a motor vehicle accident. And what I can tell you is for 8 years, I could not look up at the stars or kiss my husband without him coming down to my level. And now after 2.5 years of shredding, watch me. It's exciting. It's been an awesome journey to learn that food can be our medicine and medicine can be our food. So I get to pass this along. I get to introduce Miss Missy, who is a mom of 5 and just a woman of class and grace. And she gets to tell us a little bit about the nutritional program that this company has to offer. So Missy, I'm handing it over to you.
Thanks, Mariah. I may not be as graceful as usual this morning because I'm breastfeeding a toddler who wanted to breastfeed all night long. So that was fun. But you know what's awesome is that when I was introduced to these products about a year ago, I kind of thought, well, I don't have a ton of energy, but I have 2 little kids and I'm in my late 30s. No, I was almost 40 then. Oh my goodness, I'm aging myself right now. So I just kind of thought, I'm an older mom this time. I had my first 3 kids when I was younger, and I, of course, had a ton of energy. I was in my early 20s, and so I chalked up not having energy to just being older. And after, after about 2 months of getting these whole food concentrates in my body, I noticed that 5:30 a.m. nursing that I used to wake up for, I would nurse my son, I would go back to sleep with him till 7:30. And I realized that I was waking up at 5:30 and getting out of bed and starting my morning, which was pretty awesome. And then I also had, I had been diagnosed Hashimoto's, and with that comes a lot of joint pain, arthritis pain. And I had gotten to the point where I could almost not even open jars at all. And I wasn't talking about it because, in fact, my husband the other day said, I didn't realize you had joint pain, because I didn't want that to be my reality at 40 years old. But that started diminishing. And now after 11 months, I think it's been, of doing the Shred 10 program in conjunction with our whole food concentrates, I have no pain in my hands, which is amazing. And, I hear stories like this over and over again, and it just really speaks to what happens when we super load our bodies with as many plants as possible. And, you know, nature got it right. And that's why I love our products. I love presenting on the products. When I get to do the products, I'm always like, woo, I won, I get to do the products. So what are the products? And this is like our flagship. These are our whole food concentrates, or sometimes we call them plant powders. And basically what they are is fruits and veggies and berries that have been allowed to vine ripen, and they've been peaked when they're nutritional, or picked at the peak of their nutritional density. So, you know, unlike supermarket produce that gets picked when it's not ripe, it travels for a couple weeks, it sits on the shelf for who knows how long. This is immediately picked, and then it's crushed and it's dehydrated at a really low temperature to retain its raw status. And it is then concentrated and put into capsules. And what I love is that our company is really committed to purity. And, you know, even you think of organic produce being kind of the gold standard of what we can put in our bodies. And yet organic produce is not testing to really prove that there's no pesticides or toxins on what we're putting in our bodies. And these are tested starting at the seed level, going all the way up through the finished product. These are tested to be free of any pesticides, heavy metals, herbicides, or toxins known to man, which is amazing. They even test the irrigation water, and that just blows my mind. They prefer that the farmers would water with rainwater, and if there's irrigation water, they're going to test that too. And then a third party called NSF certifies it. So on every bottle, you'll see this NSF seal, and that just proves that what we say is in here is what's in here and nothing else. So there are none of those toxins in here. And I also love that this is food, you guys. This is not a vitamin. This is just food. And you can tell that by the nutrition facts label. So vitamins will have a supplement label. Our Juice Plus has a nutrition facts label. So the FDA considers this food, and it is food. So if you think here what's in the bottles real quick, we've got raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, Concord grape, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, cocoa, broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic, beet, spinach, cabbage, oat bran, rice bran, and kale, and apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, acerola, cherry, pineapple, prune, date, and beet. It's food. It's awesome. Your kids can eat it. Your kids can grab a whole bottle of this and eat it, and it's not poison. You don't have to worry about them, you know, you needing to rush them to the ER. They just might poop a little extra, which as a mom is a really, you know, that's peace of mind when I know that it's that safe. That makes me feel really good. And we also have chewable form for, and my children's got something sticky on this, chewable form for kids or for people who can't swallow capsules. And we also have the Vineyard chewables, which I love. They're super tasty. This is kind of in our family, our sweet treat. And my kids actually even take the capsules now as well, which is pretty exciting for me because that was a journey. Let me tell you, that's a whole different story. But I got them to do it. My 2-year-old just chews them. He loves them. My older daughter, it took a while, but now we dump them on her tongue and she drinks it down with water, and it's awesome. And then this is our newest product, and this is our full spectrum vegan omega. And I just watched the newest informational video on this by Dr. Mitra Ray. Talk about like science, your mind would be blown about, you know, it's just, there's so much information there. If you want to know about that, talk to the person who invited you because that video is awesome. But this is a plant-based blend of omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And so what we've done is we've taken out the mercury and we've taken out the plastics by taking out the fish. We cut out the middle fish. So we went straight to the source with algae oil. And this has algae oil, sea buckthorn berry oil, pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, safflower seed oil, and tomato seed oil. These are amazing. I actually just did a facial with my daughter, and we used this in the face mask, and we used these on our skin after, and it's pretty awesome that you can eat the same things you can put on your skin. And then last but not least is our Complete, and it comes in chocolate and vanilla. And this is kind of the basis of our Shred 10 program, which you'll hear people talking about. I mentioned the Shred 10 program. Mariah mentioned the Shred 10 program. And when we're doing that, we do 2 of these shakes a day. I do that anyway because I love them. And what I love about this is it's really bioavailable plant-based protein. This is like the cleanest protein you can get in your body. This has a ton of fiber, which is awesome. So that makes it have the glycemic index of broccoli. So you're not going to spike and crash on this. You just get really nice sustained energy. I also love that it has ancient sprouted grains, and it has some awesome fruits and vegetables in it. Things like pumpkin powder and pomegranate powder and spirulina, and the mushroom powder that is in here. I don't know if everybody knows this, but the mushrooms are where the vitamin D comes from that's in this. So mushrooms will actually absorb vitamin D if you let them sit in the sun. And our company thinks about things like that. How can we naturally get some vitamin D in our shake? Expose the mushrooms to sun and then put them in the shake. It's pretty awesome. So oh wait, no, that's not it. I've got more. And wait, there's more. Usually I'm sitting outside with my tower gardens, but it's rainy right now. So this is our vertical aeroponic growing system. And this is an incredible way that we are able to gift families with food, growing their own food. And this is actually how I got started with the company, was through growing my own food. Oh, Kirsten's showing her tower garden. It's beautiful. And you can grow indoors, you can grow outdoors on a little patio. You don't need a yard. You just need basically not even a green thumb. You need water. And then you put the nutrients in and poof, instant garden. It's awesome. And those are our products, which I love. Thanks,
Awesome,
Mariah.
Missy. Thank you. And not to diminish your story of, aches and pains in joints, even in your 30s. How crazy is that? And to think that that doesn't have to be our reality. How often do we just come to accept something that's going in our life and we just think it's part of living? Like, I go back to my own example with the neck pain. I just had accepted that that was going to be part of my existence forever. And I hadn't even considered that it could go away. And so how wild is it that we can actually redefine what health stands for by flooding our body with a lot of plants? So with all of those things that Missy suggested, you can literally be getting 50 different vine-ripened, toxin-free plants in your body every day in their entirety. Not just taking out the beta-carotene and the vitamin C and the vitamin A out of this, that, and the other thing. No, we're saying Mother Nature gave it to us the way it intended. We take the water, the sugar, the salt out and let the plant work in synergy to do the magic in people's bodies. We have no idea what it's going to do, but I know it does good things. So I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when you think about shopping and buying something, you like to know a little bit about the company behind the mission. You like to know the people, because with this, the beauty of this model is it's not just going to GNC to buy something and then walking out of the store. Guess what? If you choose to take this on, you have the person that invited you to this idea to hold your hand and walk you through it and answer your questions and give you the resources. So by being on this call, you get a feel of the community and you get to learn a little bit about how the company exists in the world. So for that, I get to hand it over to Ms. Michelle. We affectionately in the Juice Plus family call her Iggy. And so Michelle, your turn. You get to unmute yourself and grace us with your beautiful presence from beautiful Arizona.
Awesome. Thanks, Mariah. And I have to share with you too, I have an indoor tower for the summer because our summers are so stinking hot. I do have an outdoor one, but it's on an auto refill, and then I have an indoor one just because it's so hot that there's a lot of things that I can't grow, but I'm having so much fun being able to grow lettuce in the desert in summer. So my background is my Juice Plus journey started about 12 years ago. My son was actually born premature, and that opened my eyes to the importance of nutrition. Knowing that he was born with a compromised immune system, it woke me up a little bit. I was actually introduced to Juice Plus when I was pregnant, but I ignored the person. Can't believe that now. But now, fast forward, or let's say when he turned 18 months old, he stopped eating fruits and vegetables, and I thought, well, we've got to do something. So I called up that friend and said, okay, maybe we need to try this Juice Plus stuff. He stopped eating fruits and vegetables. And she said, okay, Michelle, what have you got to lose? You try it too. I thought, oh, all right, I'll try it too. Well, little did I know that was a catalyst for my entire family's nutrition. My son started eating better because of the metabolic reprogramming of putting good things in your body. Then it starts to crave more good things. I got sick less often. But the big clincher for me was I was a marathon runner in my 20s, and in my 30s, I ended up having severe like knee pain in my left knee, so bad that I couldn't even bend down to change his diaper. And once we started taking Juice Plus, I noticed that knee pain going away, and I was able to work out a little bit stronger, and I was able to run again, and just these things happen. My husband used to get chronic sinus infections, and that's not a fun thing when you're an airline pilot. And when he started taking Juice Plus, that went away. So that was a real clincher for us. So now fast forward 12 years later, and I feel healthier now at age 50 than I did back then. And talking about that knee pain, if I just did a personal record I'm in CrossFit now, and I did like 140-pound back squat. Like, tell that to me 12 years ago to figure out that I would even be able to bend down that far, nonetheless put 140 pounds on my back. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, I'm excited to share with you about the company. This company just blows me away. They're just so awesome in so many different ways with the quality control and everything they do. We're a 47-year-old company. We are first in all product introduction and always things that enhance our lives. Started in smoke detectors, then water and air filtration, and now nutrition and whole food nutrition. Just fabulous. We have the same president and founder, Jay Martin. We are a global company and in over 25 countries, and I'm sure growing. We are a $14 billion company. We've done more than $600 million in sales in 2016, and we are now approaching $1 billion per year, which is pretty fabulous. And Mariah just showed me what that really means, because I'm so not a numbers person. But just to put this in perspective, 12 days, it takes 12 days for 1 million seconds to lapse. It takes 32 years for 1 billion to lapse. So that's kind of like crazy of just putting those numbers in perspective. Our mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. Our president's vision is to build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams, which it's amazing just to see so many people really, really, truly dream big. It's so cool. Our company walks their talk. We are a healthy living program, but we also are a healthy giving program. Our company gives back in so many different ways. We are dedicated to making a difference in the lives of the community as well, in such ways as we're the biggest sponsor for the St. Jude's Marathon, raising over $10 million per year. Is that right? Is it per year? Yeah, $10 million per year, which is huge. We have helped with the Residence House, the Target House, which is built for parents to stay for free as long as they need with their child. That's when children are going through some issue with cancer or disease or something. One of the most traumatic things is them to be away from their family. So Target House is a way where they can be with their children while they're going through certain things. Our children's, used to be called Children's Health Study. Now it's like our Family Health Study, has helped over 1 million families enjoy Juice Plus for free for their kids. And the person who invited you can tell you how that works. It's super awesome. It's a great program. We have also helped with the Volunteers of America with a program called the 10 Million Meals program, which is 10 million meals being distributed across the country to help families in need of getting meals. One of my favorite things to kind of touch on is with the hurricane that happened in Puerto Rico. I think it was this past October. With the Volunteers of America, Juice Plus had donated our shakes and water and and Juice Plus just to help get good, solid nutrition in the families down there, because there was nothing. They were so devastated down there. It was amazing that they helped out. And I think Volunteers of America even pointed that out, of how grateful they were for Juice Plus for helping. So I'm just so proud to be a part of this company. They're just so amazing. So Mariah, I'm going to turn it back to you.
Thank you, Iggy. I love that you highlighted how awesome that a company's mission is to inspire healthy living around the world and help as many people as possible realize their dreams. We just get to be the dream holders for whatever that might be. You might have heard the quote, "One without their health has but one dream, and that's to be healthy. One with their health has many." So we get to be those dream holders to first help people realize their health and then expand what other dreams are out there that they would like to experience in their life. So Thank you for sharing that. Next, I get to introduce Miss Sandy. She is a national marketing director with our company, which happens to be at the very top level. So as you hear her talk about the corporate benefits package, she is one of those on this call that is able to receive everything on the list. I'm just below her and I get half of what's on that list, and I'm grateful that I do. So Miss Sandy, I get to hand this over to you.
Thank you so much, Mariah. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. You know, this is my favorite thing to talk about because it's all my favorite. But there was a time when it wasn't, when I had no vision at all to pursue any type of business that involved what I thought was selling. We used to eat the candy bars that my kids were supposed to sell for school, and I never let them eat candy bars otherwise. But for me, although I wasn't looking for a business, what I was looking for was something to help my family feel better. Someone else mentioned, I don't know, what we take for granted when we start losing our own health. I didn't even realize what a spot I was in. But my son had an ear infection for a solid year, and I was looking for something for him. I was a youth pastor, and I never made more than $800 a month, but I was looking for something to help him and something to help me feel better because I had no energy. And I had chronic sinusitis all the time. And so when my friend introduced me to Juice Plus, it made so much sense to me because it actually was the fruits and vegetables that we were trying to eat enough of but couldn't seem to get enough. And so sure enough, after a few months, my energy went through the roof. My son's ear infections went away, and we were craving, this was the miracle, we were all craving more fruits and veggies. Isn't that every mom's dream? My kids were telling me when the vegetable bin was empty. I loved it. So of course, this person who was never going to sell, I'm just sharing with everyone. And my friend, my business mentor, Lenora, kept telling me, you know, you could do what you are doing what I'm doing. You could get paid for it. It wasn't until my son's chiropractor that watched him go from sickly to healthy said, I want this stuff. And I wanted in my office to share with my clients that I thought, well, this is silly. I could at least pay for my family's Juice Plus. So that was when I signed up. And what has been amazing for me has been the personal growth. And they talk about that this is a personal growth course cleverly disguised as a business. And so if you are just starting out or thinking about it, just hold on because it is a great way to develop yourself. And what I found is that I wasn't selling, I was sharing with people. And what I love about our business is that it borrows from 4 business models and borrows the great stuff about it and not the bad stuff or the challenging stuff. So number 1, we borrowed from a franchise in that we have Juice Plus and Tower Gardens brand name products with a tried and proven system. You do not have to invent the wheel. And that much like McDonald's or one of the other franchises, what we haven't borrowed is the exorbitant cost to start up. And some of the other, regulations, they require you have at least $500,000 in liquid assets to start a McDonald's franchise. Yikes. Okay, so just direct sales, we borrowed the person-to-person, no advertising, utilizing social media. What we haven't borrowed is territories. You can share with people across the globe. You have a global business. And that's the next thing is global networking. It's an exponential pay scale. And for the 4th one is corporate America. The thing we haven't borrowed is you don't have a boss. You are in business for yourselves. But what we have borrowed is just a very generous benefit package. And I tell you, it just overwhelms me when I think about this benefit package. And it's the only networking company in the world that offers a package like corporate America. In fact, these days, a lot of corporations are cutting back. And I will never forget in the middle of the recession when corporations were cutting back their benefits, we were just adding. And it was during that time that we added long-term care, which has always meant a lot to me, because watching my grandmother not have it and exceed a normal age, or average age of life expectancy, and not be able to care for herself. So what we do have is we have major medical insurance, dental, vision, chiropractic, life, disability, long-term care, prescription drugs, telemedicine, and health advocacy. And several of those we've added in the last couple of years, which is just amazing. We have a tuition program that just keeps rising, the amount of reimbursement, and right now it's up to $17.50 per year for up to 5 members of your family to go to school. We have a $1,000 holiday bonus and an expense allowance for up to $3,000 per month. And I'm glad that Mariah pointed out that you don't even have to be a national marketing director to start getting some of those benefits. As early as senior sales coordinator, there's top 3 management positions, you start earning some of these, which is awesome. The $50 franchise fee, again, not $500,000, $50, work where you want, when you want, with who you want. We have a supportive community. The company stocks the product, no inventory to you, ships your product, collects from your customers, and sends you a check. Provides great customer care. You have 2 websites, no monthly quotas, no territorial restrictions, and freedom to choose and create the lifestyle that you want to live. And I think that's been the best thing for me, and also the relationships. Back to you, Mariah.
Aw, thank you so much, Sandy. So I just want to wrap it up. I think the big thing is, as a healthcare provider and as a woman, as a mom, I always have to go back to, there are so many people out there that just have a shelf full of vitamins, and they don't even know if there's research behind whether or not they get absorbed into the body. And healthcare providers, only a third of physicians graduate from med school having taken 1 nutrition class. And so how often do we go to our providers looking for nutrition consultation? And they are great when it comes to surgery and pharmaceuticals. And even in my own training at Yale, I had 1 nutrition class. So I've had to train myself to learn that food can be our medicine. And how do we, instead of having a gamut of all these capsules and vitamins and tablets that we're taking, go back to food as medicine? And so at a minimum, I hope that you will take steps to drink more water and really flood your body with as many plants as possible. Every color, every day. Food coloring and M&Ms don't count. And when it comes to your supplements, find out, is there research behind it that shows that it's actually absorbed into the body? Just so that you know, Juice Plus is the most researched supplement on the globe, and it's not a vitamin. It's just food. So hopefully you guys are able to at least walk away from here feeling empowered to say, no, I want to add extra nutrition through my food if I'm going to add extra nutrition at all. So in conclusion, we're kind of looking for 2 groups of people. One is people who are ready to take the next step in their health, whether it's to check out our free resources, like we have a ton of free cookbooks and online support, or to make life easier by simply just adding plant powders into your body. It only costs a few dollars a day. Kids can get it for free, and it's the simplest, most convenient, and affordable way to get massive amounts of nutrition into busy families. The second group of people that we are curious about, maybe you thought of these people as you listened to us, is anyone wanting to earn stable residual income in order to expand their options while making a difference around the globe. There's something called the Freedom Revolution. It gives parents the financial peace of mind to choose mom and dad care instead of daycare. Hardworking professionals can have the choice to build their own dreams instead of someone else's. College kids can build a side gig to help pay for school without having to get a job. Empty nesters can increase retirement so there's more than enough to enjoy life and give to future generations to really leave a legacy. And this all takes place using a simple system within a positive, fun community we like to call our Juice Plus family. And you've been introduced to some of that family here, just being here on this call. So maybe you could ask yourself, who do I know who needs to hear about this? What if Juice Plus could help them? maybe you feel ready yourself to try the Shred 10 program or try adding extra plant powders. And if you do think of someone or you yourself feel ready to take this challenge, we would love, love, love for you to go back to the person that invited you. We can invite you onto other calls like this that are on Zoom. We can share recorded videos. There is a plethora of education and free events in your area with guest speakers that come in and just give free education to people to learn about how food really can be our medicine. So I want to once again just thank you for your time. I know we all live very productive lives, and I'm honored that you would share 30 minutes of your life with us today. And with that, I just want to say thanks. I can stay on and be available to answer questions. I think I understand Michelle and Jen are both guests. So if you guys have any specific questions, I can stay on. Make sure you unmute yourself. And otherwise, just big, big, big thanks for your time, and enjoy your beautiful Saturday.